What is up, guys? This is Lemillion Nation coming to you again with another video. Now, guys, this is not going to be any spoiler content, so feel free to watch through my videos to completion. Now, this is Attack on Titan and My Hero Academia mixed. Now, let's think about it. Attack on Titan, 5 My Hero Academia characters that could actually survive a Titan assault, and 5 that couldn't. Let's jump right into it. Alright, guys, now number 10. Die. Eraserhead's quirk wouldn't work on the Titans, right? So he would die. Eraserhead's quirk allows him to negate the powers of others, rendering him one of the most capable characters in the anime, in the My Hero Academia anime. However, considering that the Titans don't have special abilities, rather they just have been permanently transformed into monsters, there's nothing for him to nullify. Judging by how badly he was humiliated by the UA's normal, it follows that he struggles to fight or avoid opponents with considerable physical stature and speed. Though he may not be able to first to perish in a Titan attack, he would not manage to escape past the second wall. Right, guys? No, survive. Stain would actually survive. Stain's agility would aid in his escape, along with Blood Curdle, but anyhow. Um, Stain wields virtually inhuman athleticism, right? Able to keep up with and surpass Deku in spite of his one for all quirk. His agility in navigating Japan's rooftops would be similarly useful, right? In escaping in the inner walls. Should the vigilante be forced to fight, Stain is far from helpless. After grazing a titan and licking its blood, he would paralyze them long enough to either retreat further or slice the nape of the neck, right? Considering that most titans have pathetic agility and virtually no self-preservation skills, this would also be convenient to escape. Die. Kirishima, his pathetic mobility and he could easily be caught, right? In theory, Kirishima's hardening should lend to his odds of survival, right? But he can withstand the concentrated blades of his enemy, right? Right? With steel breaking from his impervious skin, similarly, he can harden his fist and jagged spikes by which he can actually carve out the titan's names, right? However, Ijiro has pathetic mobility and low range. As a consequence, he would be easily seized by a titan to become their next meal. And since he would harden, he wouldn't be chewed up or anything, but I mean, like, once he's inside the titan, how could he come out? Maybe he could cut his way out, but, you know. Since the giant's teeth and jaws are strong enough to eat one another, and because their own skin is unusually sturdy, his quirk would not save him from being devoured. Wow, okay. Now let's see. Someone else. Now let's survive. Look at who's gonna survive. Hawks is gonna survive. Hawks could simply fly out of their range, right? Hawks has among the highest odds of survival in hypothetical Titan raids, right? Not only can he fly, he's able to reach dizzying velocities in mere seconds. Further, his feathers are capable of carrying others, right? Entailing that he can save more than himself if a wall should crumble. Aye, Yayorozo's creation quirk. Yayorozo, it could give her some tools she needs to succeed, but she might not know how to use them effectively against the Titans, right? Momoyaru's creation quirk is useful under most circumstances, though against the wrath of the Titans, its viability is limited. While she may hypothetically be able to create ODM gear under the general stipulation she understands its composition, right? She has no idea how to use it, right? And she has no training with it too, right? Further, the prodigy student cannot create items as large as motorcycles in order to retreat from her gigantic foes. As a result, they would easily outrun her, scooping her up and ripping through her upper torso. Whoa. Now let's see who's gonna survive. Overhaul. Overhaul can summon Earth spikes to stop the Titans in their tracks or just disassemble them. Right? Despite overall poor speed and reflexes, there would be few titans able to pose a threat towards him, including the intelligent ones, right? Kai's quirk allows him to create dozens of gigantic, right, earthen spikes simply by touching the ground. Standing, right, staunching any would be pursuers, right? Further, even if a titan does manage to seize him, grazing their fingers would reduce them to blood paste, right? Since it would also destroy the naves of their neck, it would effectively kill the titan and prevent them from regenerating. This would allow Chisaki to reach the inner wall at a leisurely pace. Die. Muscular. Muscular is simply not strong enough to defeat a Titan. Muscular, like confidence, his usual confidence, right? In his raw physical strength would be his undoing. Though he was powerful enough to create small craters of rocks in a simple punch, most Titans, specifically the one 50 meters or taller, can rip through their like entire houses like cardboard. Even if he's able to overpower a single giant, they are rarely without their comrades. Muscular would soon find himself overwhelmed, and his veiny strands would not be able to adequately protect him from the monster's waiting jaws, especially since his quirk cannot envelop his head. No, Twice would survive. Twice's ability to clone himself could confuse the Titans long enough to escape, especially because the Titans are foolish too, right? After he had shed his rule of refusing to clone himself, success against the Titans would be on account of his ability to proliferate. Able to create dozens of clones in seconds, Shadow Clone or Bushi no Jutsu. Shadow Clone Jutsu. Bushi no Jutsu. Is it that? Is it like that? I hope I didn't butcher it. Anyhow, he would be unable to disguise like the fake replicas of the villains, right? We'd make replicas of the villains from his fake counterparts, right? This would purchase him enough time to safely retreat behind the second wall as his copies were being feasted upon. I wonder if he could actually create a clone that would look like a titan and they would not attack that titan and then maybe he could transform into no, he couldn't transform into that titan too. Anyhow, maybe he could create titan clones and those titan clones would fight, but anyhow, die. Moonfish. Moonfish metallic barbs wouldn't provide enough of a roadblock to the Titans, right? Moonfish metallic barbs prove a deadly threat for the heroes during the forest camp attack. His appendages were able to propel him in the air, making it difficult for him to be targeted by melee attacks. However, considering how easily most Titans can ignore rudimentary weapons, recovering from cannon fire in a matter of seconds, it follows that his serrated blades would not be considerable, right, to actually delay their advance. So he would eventually die. And now, number one, survive. Kurogiri, right? Kurogiri could simply teleport to safety, right? That's an obvious one, right? Kurogiri's warp gate quirk makes him the most expedient candidate to survive a Titan attack. He could teleport to a place of his choosing by expanding his body into a portal, a technique he used to obviate the wrath of the heroes time and time again, right? Should he feel more merciful towards those nearby, he could alternatively teleport his Titan adversaries outside the crumbled walls. This would guarantee the escape of the other bystanders and prove a grave obstacle for even the intelligent foes that might confront him for his interference. Guys, thank you for tuning in. Let me know what you think about my videos. Thank you for all your help. Hit that subscription button. Let me know what you think about my videos and hit that like button as well. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. This is Lemillion Nation signing out.